How would you feel about a feature where if someone upvotes a cross post, the original post is upvoted automatically? The pharmaceutical companies would be outraged. Would prevent karma theft. It would be weird to see a post in a smaller subreddit with thousands of points just because it got cross-posted somewhere more popular. The thing is that a good post on one sub might be a bad post on another. If something is relevant in one sub but irrelevant in another, the downvotes from the sub where it's not relevant would take up votes from the post that's highly relevant. Karma farmers will just download and re-upload the image before posting instead of using the cross-post function. Regardless, I think it'd be a nice feature. Will totally lead to abuse. Sometimes you cross-post because OP was a dick, so no. How about when a repost if upvoted the karma goes to the original? Too many ways to abuse that system. You would have people cross-posting their shit posts all over the place. I don't know OP, how would you feel about world peace? Are imaginary points really that important to you? Different subs exist for different content. Should upvotes on RWatch PRPD boost a troll post to RAWW? Does it matter? Karma literally does nothing. No. Just because a post is good bad on one subreddit doesn't mean it's good bad on another subreddit. I would rather have development go into a feature where a user doesn't see cross-posted content more than one time in their feed. How would you feel if people didn't use AskReddit for stupid shit like this? How about Reddit gets rid of this upvote downvote bullshit altogether and just let people discuss? No more karma crap. Why do people care about karma? Except that it's artificially created drama by the developers and people fall for it. What about downvotes? This is not a good idea. Think about it, someone could game the system and self-cross-post their own work to garner more publicity. Imagine a musician wants to post their song. After posting her on a major subreddit, they could then cross-post to all the music subreddits out there that they feel fall within that subreddit's guidelines. And even 4 or 5 extra upvotes from each subreddit means their post would become extremely popular on the subreddit they originally intended. Maybe this only would be a good idea if a certain threshold was met. I already hate the voting system. Do not support. How about a feature where you can cash your karma for real world currency? On one hand that would be helpful most of the time, and on the other there are many instances where a post is appropriate for the subreddit to which it was cross-posted but not the original. For instance, I regularly see cross-posts from r.maturgedoop to r.dadopen inside for which I would like to upvote the cross-post but downvote and report the original post. Conversely, there are cross-posts that I would like to downvote for being off topic but I would like to upvote the original. What I would like to see is upvote and downvote buttons within the cross-post window thing. Reddit is entirely comprised of either self-posts, or links to other posts on other sites. Another post in another subreddit is no different, just sharing content from elsewhere outside the target sub. How about who gives a fuck about karma? God, y'all care too much about internet points. I think if implemented correctly, it really could work. But it needs to be more than just if a post is upvoted, the original post also gets an upvote, in order to prevent abuse. But it totally could work, and it would also give credit to the original post, especially if it's not the same poster, and the new post has way more upvotes than the original. But it needs to be implemented correctly. Why are you asking this like you have the power to do something about it? I think that back when Reddit started 12 years ago, most of the audience were at people sitting in server rooms typing halfway thoughtful comments on keyboards. Now that it's just a bunch of 12-year-old dipshits saying whatever comes into their stupid little heads on their cell phones, I think the quality has dropped. You can rearrange the deck chairs on this Titanic all you want, but the fact is they captured lightning in a bottle and then they let it go. Someone else is going to capture that lightning, and that's where I'd like to devote my creative energy. Apostrophe. Wrote this Christmas rap for my talent show in the voice of Playboy Carti, kinda nervous to share it, haha lol. Here we go. Santa wanna suck my dick, da his elves wanna suck my dick, da his bitch wanna suck my dick, Miss Claus cookies and milk got a bitch looking thick thee in my stocking, that's a bleg Ballum flexing on Dasher, hit him with a stick Ballum, Grand Theft Auto, stole Santa's whip, sleigh, bend it over on my jingle balls, bitch whoa make that ho ho ho, lick the tip ya on the naughty list, I'm really with the shit ya, see Prancer under the mistletoe, bitch reach back like a pimp, slap the ho, jolly the Grinch trying to fuck. That's a no yuck, Miss Piggy, you can get it though, whoa, Santa in the kitchen eating an Oreo snack, another Christmas in the 310 ya. Just because someone posted a submission that is off topic in a specific subreddit, that is then cross-posted to a more appropriate subreddit and becomes successful, does not mean that the original poster gets credit for posting something that doesn't fit in the original subreddit. I just wouldn't care. It's fake internet points that do nothing. Seems like another easy way to farm karma. There needs to be a culture shift. Plagiarism is not okay. What would be nice would be if subreddits and mods had stricter rules about giving credit. And actually be prepared to refuse submission or remove posts. Yes, I know this has some overhead. Even poorly enforced rules might be better than no rules though. Not only for the benefit of the creators but also so interested parties can actually find more information. It would beat all the manual searching and name shaming that's the only option at the moment. If something is interesting and valuable, it will be more interesting and valuable to some people than the 5 seconds of first glance value directed at the lowest common denominator. Give access to the information. Cross-posting is both good and bad. But for me, the posters that deliberately cross-post using the cross-post feature of Reddit are far from the worst Reddit users. No. Cross-posts have to stand on their own. If you implemented this, then cross-posts become a kind of vote manipulation. 241. Imagine I post in our cats being assholes and cross-post to our ginger, our Gonna Mild, and our clone porn. Suddenly my 100 kitten peeing in a shoe upvotes is magically 400 upvotes. Not necessarily cool. The thing about upvotes is that sometimes the subreddit a post is posted on is a factor in whether or not to upvote said post. For example, if a story of an entitled mom is shared on our Darwin Awards, I wouldn't upvote it, not because it's a bad post or whatever, but because it's in the wrong sub. If someone then cross-posts it to our entity-led parents, I couldn't upvote it there but not upvote it in its original incorrect location. No. The relevance of subject matter will vary by subreddit. Relevance of a cross-post to our totally not robots has no bearing on how appropriate the original post was to our aliens among us, and vice versa. Sometimes posts are upvoted because they fit the theme of the subreddit very well. For example, if someone cross-posts something from our funny onto our breathing information, then there would be no correlation between the two posts getting upvotes. If you upvote the post on our breathing information, you are not saying it's particularly funny, and vice versa. When upvoting, context matters. Only if it's opt-out, on a subreddit by subreddit basis. The subreddit I moderate at www. reddit.com/ mercenary comments banned 7/Monday the 8th of April 2019. Boink, do well by our standards, 30 upvotes. One of our subscribers posted www. reddit.com/ Calvin and Hobbes comments Basbrook that last Framajets over to larger subreddit. It did moderately well by their standards, 2000 upvotes. With the near automatic cross-post system we have in place today, this linked upvote thing would make a reference pund dwarf all our posts by a factor of 50. It would have stayed the hottest post in the subreddit for several days, preventing the daily comic discussion posts from showing up in people's feeds. I'm all for giving the original post to karma, makes people happy, free internet points, why not? But even when it's relevant to both subreddits involved, upvotes are very different for different communities, and this feature would screw over smaller communities. Please think of the small subs. Well, for one, original posts are usually stolen content from other sites like Twitter, so they don't necessarily deserve the karma. Second, content means something different in different subreddits. Votes are partly meant to be an indicator if the content belongs in a particular subreddit. So no, for those two reasons it is a bad idea. People could potentially game the system to artificially boost posts by cross-posting to a ton of subs. Hell, I don't even know how to get upvoted. I haven't been lurking Reddit very long. I've made posts that I was sure would get downvoted but didn't. And I've made posts that I thought were fairly innocent non-aggressive conversational type posts and gotten dozens of downvotes. I don't get it at all. If there was any change to this, I'd just like to see the upvotes and downvotes tallied separately, instead of averaged. Unless I understand the whole thing totally wrong, if it says you got 100 upvotes it may be a good bit more depending on how many downvotes you also got. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it doesn't seem to be the most accurate way to judge the general approval or resentment for a particular comment.